Question number 9. Describe how the main character felt during the book. Give evidence or example of this. Nick feels paranoid and scared. An example of this is when he arrives at his hotel and asks the receptionist about Mr. Bikers. Question number 11. What lesson did you learn from the story Yester Fire Answer? The lesson is not to trust in strangers because they may not be honest.
Choose your favorite character and tell us about him or her. Well, my favorite character was Nick. He was the protagonist of the book. He writes about his travels from different places, countries, rivers, and much more. Why is he or she your favorite character? He is my favorite character because I think he is brave and adventurous. Did you enjoy the book? Why? Why not? Yes, I really enjoyed the book because the things always happen in a way I didn't expect. The reason they wanted to kill Mr. Hollywood surprised me a lot, but also made me feel sad.
Question number 2. Describe something a character did and that you don't like or disagree with. Explain your answer. One attitude I didn't like was Meg Hudson not revealing her true identity when she met Nick and not telling him that she knew the tall, thin man in his 60s, as it got him into a big problem that had him uneasy and worried, thinking they wanted to kill him. Question number 7. Tell in your own words the beginning of the book. Provide as many details as you can. The story begins with a young man named Nick in a cafe in the village called Whistler, in Canada, a pretty little village in the mountains of British Columbia. When the waiter approaches him, he mentions that a girl is watching him, asking if he knows her. He replies that he doesn't. The girl, after watching him for a long time in one of the shop windows, goes to the coffee to talk to the young man. He thought she was beautiful. The girl says her name is Jen and orders a coffee. She said they had met at a party in Toronto, but she didn't. They start to get to know each other, wondering certain things about her personal life, while he was supposed of a man with a short white hair that he started thinking he knew Jen. When they go to say goodbye, she asks him if she can call him Mr. Hollywood. He says yes, and she says he can call her Mystery Girl. And finally they kiss. Nick is confused after this strange encounter, and the white-haired man starts to follow Nick.
Describe one problem, conflict that happened in the book and how the characters fixed it. So, the main problem of the book was that Mr. Vikers was trying to kill Nick because he thought that he was Mr. Hollywood. Nick starts looking for answers about why Mr. Vikers was trying to kill him. So he looked for the mystery girl because he knew that she was the one with the answers. Tell us what the relationship between the title of the book and the plot is. Explain your answer. So, the relationship between the title of the book and the plot of the story is that Mr. Hollywood was the nickname of the man who scammed women for money and who was being chased by Mr. Vikers, a man who wanted revenge for his daughter. This man knew his nickname and was following his girlfriend to find out where he was staying. His girlfriend knew that she was being followed, so in order to protect him, she picked up a stranger and make it look like that person was Mr. Hollywood. And that's why Mr. Vickers was trying to kill Nick instead of the real Mr. Hollywood.
Question number 4. What was the main idea of the story? How did you decide this? The main idea of the story is to find out who the mystery girl really is and why the white-haired man wants to kill him. I know this because the protagonist seeks to solve these questions. Question number 6. Briefly describe the 5 major events that happen in the story in the correct order. First, Nick meets the mystery girl in a cafe. They converse and she names him Mr. Hollywood. Second, Nick suffers different situations where the white-haired man tries to kill him. Third, Nick goes looking for the mystery girl to get answers. Fourth, Nick finds the mystery girl in a tea room with a man. After appears the man with white hair and starts shooting. Finally, in the police station, McFadden arrives, and he explains everything that happened with Mr. Hollywood and Mr. Vickers.